Almost every website that you visited that's owned by a big company has AI integrated into it. Whether it's an AI chatbot for customer support or any other AI features within a website, we can safely say that AI is something we can't ignore. Now, fortunately for us, integrating AI into our websites is actually very easy, and today I'm going to show you just how to do it. Hi guys, my name is Omri from AI Academy, and today I'll show you how to integrate an AI chatbot into your website. Now, in a previous video, I showed you guys how to build a website using a tool Lovable, and in the last video we built out a website for my personal brand, and today I'll show you how to integrate AI into that website. So regardless of if you're using Lovable or any other AI website tools, you can just follow the same steps in order to integrate this chatbot into your website. Now, real quickly, let's go over Lovable. It is a tool in order to create websites and different web apps. As you can see, I have a ton that I've been working on, and basically you just give it a prompt and it'll create your website for you, and then you can mess around with it, change different things just by prompting the tool. With Lovable, you get 5 free credits per day, so you actually don't have to pay for it if you're using 5 messages a day. But with their basic plan, you pay $25 a month and get 100 credits, so you can send 100 messages a month, plus the 5 daily credits, so you get up to 150 messages a month. And with this plan, your projects are private and you can change different user roles and permissions. You can have custom domains. You can remove the Lovable edit badge. You have a little badge here for the free plan, but it's honestly not that bad. And then your credits roll over onto the next month. Now, for beginners, I do recommend starting out with the 5 credits per day and then moving on to this $25 a month plan, because you can do a ton of different things with this app. And as you can see, since I am doing a lot, I am on the 400 credits a month, which is $100 a month. Honestly speaking, the return on investment for this is really good, because I've been able to make a lot of money with some of the apps that I made. But let's get into how to integrate the chatbot. So first thing we want to do is open up our project. Again, you can do this with any AI no-code website builder. So if you have a chat right here, you can just follow the same steps in order to integrate the bot. Once we have our project open, we have our website. As you can see, this is what it looks like. I have to update obviously a lot of the content on it. Like obviously this is not me, and some of the background images here need to be updated, but we don't have to worry about that now. We can just worry about the AI chatbot. And basically what we want to do is go onto our prompt and say, add a floating message icon on the bottom right of this landing page. When a user clicks to open, they are able to chat with an LLM that is connected to an OpenAI API. Before integrating the actual OpenAI chat, ask me for my API key. So once we have this prompt right here, it basically means that we can use it in order to add a little button right here that floats around while people scroll down on your site, and they can click in whatever and chat with the OpenAI chat, and that chat will have context on everything on your website. We'll get to that in a bit. And as you can see, I asked it to ask me for something called my OpenAI API key, and basically what this does is it lets you use OpenAI services within your apps and your websites. So once it asks us for our API key, once we integrated the interface for the chat, what we want to do is go over to a website called platform.openai.com, and in order to get our API key, we want to log into our account. And then once we're logged into our account, what we want to do is press the setting button, and then we have our API keys here on the left. Next, we want to click on our API keys, and then we have our create new secret key right here. Now what we want to do is make sure we have some money in our account. So what we want to go do is go to billing. After we click billing, we can add to our credit balance right here. You don't have to add that much. You just have to add a little bit. A little goes a long way because the token prices are not that much. But yeah, once you add some money into here, you want to go back to your API keys and create a new secret key. We'll name this one Omriverse, and then select default project, and then we'll create a secret key. Then what we want to do is press copy key right here, and then go back onto the chat and paste it. Once we paste the key, you'll see that on Lovable, at least, it says sensitive API key detected. So we want to connect our database. If you're using a different website editor, you can still connect the database, so it shouldn't be that hard. But what you want to do is go over to this button right here, connect to Supabase. We'll click it, and then on Lovable, they make it super easy. What we want to do is press connect project, and then we can choose the organization. If you don't have one open, it's super easy to make a little Supabase account. You just open up Supabase, log in, and you have an account. And then what you want to do is just log in through that account on Lovable, and you'll be able to sync it really easily. But we'll choose our project right here. We'll press create a new project. Once we press create a new project, we'll be able to connect our database with our project. So we'll set up our password and our name for our project. Then we press create a new project, and now our project is loading up, and you see how we have a green right here. That means our project is live. So then we can go back to Lovable and then connect the project. We'll press our organization and then click on the project we just created. And as you can see, the chat is adding the project right here. Now that our project is connected to the database, this will pop up right here. It said connect project earlier, but now it says manage secrets. So we want to click on it. And then what we want to do after we click on that, we have our OpenAI API key, and then we'll paste our API key right here, and then we'll save it, and then we'll go back. And now in the chat, we can say I added the OpenAI API key onto the Supabase secrets. So now that we have our OpenAI API connected to our project, we want to connect it to our chat chatbot right here. So what we'll do is say that we added it to our secrets on Supabase, which is the database we're using for this project. After saying we added it to the Supabase secret, so I said implement the chatbot we're trying to add and have it be able to answer any questions about the contents of the website and any questions about me. Since this is my personal brand website, it'll be able to answer about everything that's happening with me and with the website. Now we can send this through and it will implement the chatbot for us. So just to explain what it's doing right now, it's creating something called an edge function. So with Supabase, basically edge functions are ways to send requests to the database and to different APIs without it being on the front end of the website. So it's more secure that way. And basically anytime someone sends a message through the chatbot that we have right here, it'll send it through the edge function called the OpenAI API, and then through that send a reply. Cool. So it looks like it's done with its work and now we can test it out. So what's this website about? This website is all about helping creators harness the power of AI, curated by Omri, me, creator and entrepreneur passionate about AI and the creator economy. This site is your go-to resource for discovering, testing, and implementing the best AI tools out there. Here's what you'll find: an AI tools arsenal, which is basically the second section of the website. This talks about different tools that I have, different projects that I have. We have a news hub. It's in development. So as you can see, it even knows that it's in development, that we haven't finished it yet. And we have like a little tag on it that says it's in development. And yeah, basically it just gave a whole overview on what the website is about. Now let's test it out a little bit further in order to optimize it. So what development tools does Omri recommend? Okay, so as you can see, a couple things with these responses is that it doesn't have the markdown format for the responses correct. And some of these are not the 100% best answers, but the tool does work. So basically you can chat with ChatGPT. This is basically ChatGPT, but what we want to do is give it as much context about our website as possible. So what I want to do is just kind of screenshot this and paste those screenshots onto the chat and basically show it examples of what I don't like and what I like. So now we can scroll down and we can see that here in our tools and our handpicked AI stacks, we do talk about Lovable. So basically the answer to that last question that I asked the chat would have been Lovable if it got it right. So what I want to say first is to have it fix the formatting of the chat. So these are some screenshots from the last two responses within that chat we just integrated. The formatting seems to be off. As you can see, there are asterisks all over and it's not formatted correctly. The markdown isn't doing what it's supposed to. Please fix the formatting of the chat. We'll send that first, and then the next step would be to make sure it has as much context about the website as possible. As you can see, I referred to something called markdown formatting, and that is basically when in ChatGPT, if you put two asterisks around a word, it makes it bold and it shows different things and renders it differently than just normal text. And it's pretty much what they use in the responses for LLMs like ChatGPT. So what it's going to do right now is try to fix that. Cool. So I'm hoping it did it correctly. Before I check, what I'm going to do is just paste these pictures in again. The information in these responses that it gave previously isn't 100% accurate. If someone asks about the tools that I recommend, they should be some tools from the tool list on the website. So for example, when someone asks about the development tools, it should pull from the tools we have listed on the website and recommend the right ones and even include the affiliate links. How do we make it so the chat assistant is able to pull information straight from the website? So basically the best way to deal with these AI tools is just to trial and error and make sure that everything you want is accurate. And if it's not accurate, just prompt it and ask it to fix. Cool. So it looks like it updated some information from our website into the edge function for our chat. So let's say we asked it, what tool does Omri recommend for development? For development, Omri recommends Lovable, a chat-driven full stack application, yada, yada, yada. Basically, it's talking about what Lovable is. If you're interested in streamlining your app development or experimenting with AI-driven workflows, I highly recommend checking out Lovable through Omri's handpicked affiliate link. Omri has personally tested Lovable and finds it especially valuable for creators who want to build, iterate, and launch digital products quickly. If you have any questions about using Lovable or want tips for getting started, let me know. So yeah, basically this is the process in order to integrate the chatbot. So let me do a couple more things in order to show you the capabilities of including a chatbot like this in your website, and let's optimize it a little bit more just so you know how to deal with certain situations. So for example, here, I don't really like the button here. So what I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this button right here, the Explore Tools. So let's make it like the Explore Tools button. I want the message button on the bottom right to have a similar background to the one of the Explore Tools button. So like a semi-glass-formic button background that will float around the website. So let's fix that button look real quick because I don't like how small it is. I want it to be a little bit better, a little bit bigger, and have this background of the Explore Tools one. So basically what I'm going to do is say, I just screenshot this and say I want the message button on the bottom right to have a similar background to the one of the Explore Tools, a semi-glassmorphic background. So it's going to implement connect that real quick right now. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a glow right here when you hover on it, and there's like a circle. So you can see it a little bit better. So I like that a lot better. So now when people hover over it and in the mobile view, it'll look better as well. So if you're on the mobile website, you'll be able to see it like this. And another thing is that I don't like how there's 2 X marks right here. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. You see how there are 2 X marks to exit the chat. Please fix it. So now it'll fix this real quick, and then we can add another thing to the chat and give it like context about the website. Cool. So now I fixed this X button. And last thing before we finish is let's add a little bit more context to the chatbot. So what we want to do now, let's connect our Instagram page real quick. Connect this Instagram link to the Instagram button on the bottom of our website, and make sure that if someone asks the chatbot what my Instagram is, they will be led to this link. So let's connect our Instagram real quick to our button right here and test out if it works on the chatbot. Now, as you can see, a lot of these things have like multiple steps in it. And since we're using agent mode, it can do a lot of different things at once. So as you can see, it implemented the Instagram. So once we click right here, it opens up my Instagram. And then if we ask the chatbot what Omri's Instagram, it should be able to answer and send our Instagram handle. There we go. You can find Omri on Instagram at Omriverse. He shares his insights on AI tools, the creator economy, productivity tips for creators and entrepreneurs. Be sure to follow for the latest updates and resources. And when we click this right here, it opens Instagram. Obviously, this is within Lovable, but if we open it with the published website, it will work. So yeah, there you have it. This is how to connect an AI chatbot into your website. All you have to do is go to OpenAI and get an API key from platform.openai.com. Then go into your website editor and make sure you have a front end interface, which is basically just a button to chat and then the chat interface. Then you just take your OpenAI API key, connect it to your database, and make sure you give the chatbot a lot of context about your website and different things on it in order to have it reply to users about the website correctly. And there you go. You have a chatbot integrated into your website. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see any other tutorials about AI video, AI automation, everything you could think of is on the channel. So make sure to subscribe and comment down below if you want to see anything else from me or the other hosts. Comment if you need any help integrating everything. I'll reply and help you out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.